Somalia has been operating under a provisional constitution since 2012. This followed 2 decades of anarchy, with warlords replacing governments in the country. The past 12 years have seen Somalia mature as a nation. Most of its territory is controlled by the federal and federal member state governments. Services are provided, and education has expanded. Courts, while not perfect, provide justice. The federal government engages international partners and organizations. But the provisional constitution is still the law of the land. The previous administration of President Mohamed Farmajo promised to write a new one, and failed. The current regime, led by President Hassan Sheikh has moved forward in fits and starts, igniting some controversy in the process. Some prominent voices have raised important issues to consider as a new constitution is drafted.
xubnaha guddiga qaranka ee madaxa bannaan waxaan arkayaa halkan in min hal xubin la siiyey dowlad goboleedada.
Some have also proposed ideas that are debatable, including the previous president. Let's consider some of these proposals. Information Ministry Permanent Secretary and Farsight Africa Group founder Abdurisak Aden sparked conversation with a March 3rd tweet. Among other ideas, he called for convening a dialogue that would include Farmajo and prominent opposition leaders. The current administration has been engaging federal member state presidents thus far. Aden outlines an inclusive process through this agenda.
How to defend the country from Addis's provocative aggression against Somalia, the illegal MOU. Agree on a clear consensus-based roadmap for the constitutional amendment process for Somalia. Agree on the viable timeline for holding the transparent, inclusive elections of Galmudug, Jubaland, Southwest State, and federal member states of Somalia. The extension of the federal member state presidential mandate has already jeopardized the federal government of Somalia's efforts to unite in the fight against al-Shabaab.
Farmajo returned to Somalia on March 2nd. He has since taped an address outlining his ideas regarding the constitutional process.
Arrimaha taagan ee ku saabsan dastuurka. Dastuurka waa loo baahan yahay in la dhammaystiro ama la saxo.
Political change in Somalia must proceed through authentic national discussions, consent, and follow the parliamentary rules and procedures. A hasty political process driven by personal agendas can divide our nation. Inclusive politics should involve everyone. The former president argued that the current administration is creating a new constitution instead of amending the provisional charter. If the government persists on its current trajectory without modifying its approach, and if the international community does not intervene, then people might as well return to their own villages to herd their livestock. That will be the end of our statehood and our country. Farmajo and others have expressed concern about the proposed change from a parliamentary system to a presidential system of government. This was agreed between Hassan Sheikh and the FMS leaders at a National Consultative Council meeting last May. The amendment would abolish the position of Prime Minister, setting up a U.S.-style president and deputy president. This has been opposed by Farmajo, former President Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, and Puntland President Saeed Deni. Aden's call for an inclusive process seems to be at the heart of ensuring the creation of a charter that unites Somali society instead of dividing it. Another controversial amendment to come out of those discussions would limit the number of political parties in Somalia to 2. The Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs addressed this Tuesday. The determination of the number of political parties in the nation is subject to parliamentary approval. The Parliament holds the authority to review and amend the Constitution. There is one point that most experts seem to agree on. Somalia needs to fix its constitution now. Senior Somali diplomat Jibril Ali Al-Mohammed writes in Hiran Online, A nation's constitution can be seen as the means by which the problems of the past can be overcome and the challenges of the future can be addressed. Somalia has already overcome so much, and innumerable achievements remain in store. The adoption of a permanent constitution will serve as an eternal testament, not just to the accomplishments of one man or one administration or one representative body, but to the entire Somali national project, one which will protect the heritage and safeguard the future of every Somali man, woman, and child. With nearly a year elapsed since the last major consultative meeting on the Constitution, there is much anticipation that new developments should take place soonest. ADN TV will continue to report on political developments across Africa.